Hello everyone, I am Surrenderlot Reviews, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more Generation 1 Transformers. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cats will convince you. And, random fact about my cat society is that there is this one guy who managed to get his entire naval fleet stolen, and he got promoted. But without further ado, let's get into this. So, the first episode we're gonna look at is War Dawn, where the aerial bots go back in time to save the future. But without further ado, let's get into this. So, the episode starts out with the aerial bots having to save some humans from the Seekers. And the Seekers eventually just drop the humans, which the aerial bots have to save. But unfortunately, back at Autobot Base,
Starscream took off. Man, those guys are incredible.
You talk about those Decepticons as if you admire them, Slingshot.
They're well-built, resourceful.
And they're superior to humans in just about every way.
They're also evil, guys. What about those people they dumped?
Maybe it was an accident.
You arrogant young punk.
I mean, did the aerial bots remember nothing from last time? I mean, you know, the Stunticons, their enemies? Anybody? No? Just me? Okay. Anyways, so the Autobots get an energy reading from Cybertron, and so do the Decepticons. So they both go to investigate, and Megatron figures out that it's actually a time machine that could probably be used as a trap to send the aerial bots back in time. And the aerial bots find the Seekers, and they end up just wanting to talk, having never learned their lesson. And, well, the Seekers end up convincing the aerial bots to go sit onto a conveniently placed time machine, which sends them back in time. But luckily, the Autobots are able to prevent the aerial bots from being sent back to the beginning of the universe, but unfortunately they had to destroy the time machine to prevent the aerial bots from being sent back to the beginning of the universe. And the time the aerial bots get sent back to is, well, the golden age of Cybertron, before the war even started. And they also get to see this guy named Orion Pax. And they also get to see Megatron, who kinda has some bad rumors about him, but he is still respected because, well, he's part of a new model that can fly.
Perfect.
Hello there. I'm Megatron. What's your name?
Orion. Orion Pax. It's really a thrill to meet you, sir. Are all those yours?
Yes. You see, I've been looking for a place where I could store my wares. I was hoping this hangar might be available. Store here. Raw materials or energy?
Oh, we only store energy here.
That's just what I wanted to hear. Decepticons, attack!
Okay, again, I swear I'm trying hard not to pick these just coincidentally, but these episodes have aged way better than they have any right to. I mean, first Megatron's master plan, and then a few other episodes, now this one here. Bit too, real here, Hasbro. Anyways, so Megatron goes about massacring the entire place, and the aerial bots arrive just in time to basically only see Orion is pretty badly injured and desperately needs help. And so, the aerial bots take Orion Pax to this guy here, and this guy makes Orion Pax into
Optimus Prime.
I was wrong, my friends. I admired Megatron merely because he was powerful. I failed to see how he used that power.
It's okay. We've all made the same mistake.
Anyways, so Optimus Prime goes about wrecking Megatron, the aerial bots manage to prevent the Decepticons from getting more energy in the past, which saves the future, and also the aerial bots get returned back to the present, and they defeat that Guardian robot, and the episode ends. And overall, I will say that War Dawn is a good episode, and a really good one, I mean. And I will say that this episode is weirdly relevant considering modern day politics. But other than that, I really like the episode, and I like how the Aerobots go from seeing the Decepticons as these pretty cool guys to look up to what they really are, which is a bunch of power-hungry maniacs who really only care about themselves. And I like how they also get to see this from the past, and why the war even started in the first place. And I also like how Optimus Prime can also relate to this, because Optimus Prime kind of believe the same things as the Aerobots. And yeah, overall I will say, I highly recommend this episode, but without further ado, on to the next episode, which is Cosmic Rust, where the Autobots and Decepticons have to deal with Cosmic Rust, and a Cosmic Rust infestation. But without further ado, let's get into this! So the episode starts out with the Decepticons going to this intergalactic Autobot city, but the place is weirdly enough abandoned, and they also end up stumbling upon this message here.
If Cybertron be your home, far away, never roam. Hear my message, listen and fear. Danger comes, the end is near. Just like us, you soon will rust. All shall be turned to dust.
But Megatron, throwing caution to the wind, decides to trek on. And he finds a lightning beetle, and he fires it and finds out it's pretty powerful. So he decides to return to Earth, but unfortunately an asteroid decides to track Astrotrain. And so Megatron decides to destroy said asteroid, but unfortunately it ends up hitting him and he has to return to Earth immediately. And Megatron might regret his decision of throwing caution to the wind even more, cause as it turns out, because of that asteroid, he is starting to rust, so he needs an expert to go find a cure for this. But luckily, the Autobots just so happen to have a cure for him, or at least somebody who knows how to make that cure, so Megatron decides to ask the Stunticons to go ask the Autobots, and by ask, I mean borrow Perceptor without asking or wanting to return him. And so Megatron forces Perceptor to make a cure for his condition, and Perceptor does, and Megatron proceeds to repay Perceptor by strapping him to a bomb and basically telling Optimus Prime to go get him. And the Autobots go to the canyon and save Perceptor, but unfortunately some of them get infected. And also, as Teletran 1 puts the origins of Cosmic Rust,
Miles. The germs originated on a planet called Antilla. At the dawn of time, there was a thriving Autobot civilization. Then dreaded asteroids began falling from the sky to spread cosmic rust. No cure was ever found. The 13th Legion, the Lost Legion, was decimated by that malevolent scourge.
But luckily, the Autobots managed to get the matter duplicator to work, and they just need some Corostop from the Statue of Liberty to, well, get cured from Cosmic Rust. And the Decepticons go to the Statue of Liberty to try to destroy it, but luckily the Autobots get there first, and the Autobots and Decepticons fight, and in the battle, Superion manages to destroy the heat ray, and the Decepticons are forced to retreat because, well, they have nothing that can really destroy the Statue of Liberty except for Menasor, but with the Autobots there, that would be pretty long odds, and the episode ends. And overall, I will say that Cosmic Rust is a really good episode, and I highly recommend it. I mean, I really like the part where we go to an ancient Autobot city that is for some reason abandoned, and then later in the episode we realize why it looks so abandoned and what happened to them. And I also like how they just kept it such a mystery as to what life was like in that Autobot city. And I guess if you think about it, the Autobots are actually so much better at, building a civilization than the Decepticons, who are too busy fighting each other. I mean, if they could build an ancient colony like that, then yeah. how bad could they be at ruling? But I also like how we get to see how this weapon that Megatron wanted so badly was actually very much responsible for the civilization on that planet dying. And overall, I will say that this episode was really good, and I highly recommend it. And I also like how they gave Perceptor some time to shine. But I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.